Hey guys, and welcome to a first episode here of Stellaris. And yeah, we're gonna kind of get into it here. For anyone who doesn't know, Stellaris is a new kind of 4X game that came out by Paradox Studios here. And I mentioned a few episodes ago in my Factorio gameplay that I was gonna start this. So here we are. I have gone through a little bit of the tutorial. I've watched some other Let's Plays and stuff to kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. I'm certainly not an expert, so we'll be learning some stuff as we go, but I shouldn't be a complete noob. So let's go here. I've actually created our own species here. Now, there's all these other ones we can select from, which all have different traits and stuff, and I'll try to explain things as I go, the things I do know, for anyone who may be interested, or not. So I have created the Great Xtermini Imperium. And we are a fungi because figured something kind of different and looks cool. One thing I really love about this game so far is there is so much customization in regards to creating an empire. You just go into create new and you can customize, like I can customize my flag thing here, my symbol, what my dude kind of looks like, our home world, the name of it. You can see here our home world name is Fulsea. It's a tropical world, and you can customize all kind of stuff. So, and then I believe you can actually upload your own symbol here, which I might do at some point. I've seen some other YouTubers do that, but let's get into it here before we start. So, for our empire, like our government type and such, essentially what we're gonna do for this campaign is we're not gonna be nice. We're essentially going to conquer everything through military. We are going to have as minimal amount of alliances as possible. We are going to be warmongers. That's my plan. I think it's going to be fun. So to go along with that, we have a despotic empire. You can see here, each ruler can build an oversized military station. Building costs minus 15%, slavery mineral output plus 10%, and slave food output plus 10%. So we are in favor of slavery, which is great, right? No. but yeah, so we got that. And then we have these like two kind of traits go along with that. We have collectivist, which is slavery tolerance plus 50% and food consumption minus 5%. And then on top of that, we have fanatic militarist, which gives us army damage plus 20%, alliance influence cost plus 100%. So essentially we don't want to be creating alliances if possible. Rivalry influence gain plus 50%, so we want rivals. And pop modifier war happiness plus 10%. So people are going to be happy when we're warring. And that's what we're going to do. And then we have our other traits here. We have repugnant, which other species happiness is minus 1%. The reason, when you go to assign these, you have like point values, and to get what I wanted, I had to put in one negative trait because it gives us a point, which means we could do positive traits which take away points, but that's why there's a negative in there. Rapid breeders, so our growth time is minus 10% for our population. We are strong, so our army damage is plus 20%, and we get plus 5 minerals, 5% rather, and we are enduring, so our leader lifespan is plus 30 years. Our preferred weapon type here is nuclear missiles. We use wormhole travel. There's three different types of travel for essentially getting across galaxies and star systems. There's wormhole travel. There's something warp travel, and hyperspace travel. It's fast but limited to existing paths. That one. This guy is. This allows for free but relatively slow travel between stars. Wormhole, I think, is the best, honestly. It allows us to kind of create like a wormhole generator, and then we can just take it almost to wherever we want. Not quite. I'll explain that as we go. But I chose our ship appearance. We have our fungoid ship here. And there we go. So how these worlds work is essentially you choose yours, and then like the two around it are the two most habitable. So you can see here, tropical preference. So our tropical habitability is 80%, our desert is 60%, and you can see this is desert, so that's down one. And then this guy is continental, and you can see that's the next one. I figured that would make the most sense because fungus kind of likes like wet tropical areas. You don't really see fungus growing in the desert, I don't think, which is actually interesting that desert is habitable, but we'll see. So there we go. Created our symbol here, and we'll just go done, and we're going to start in here. So you can customize how your galaxy is set up. I'm going to go 400 stars because that's actually still quite significant. You'll see. I'm going to go with elliptical, which is default. AI empires, I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to go with like, let's go with 6. Advanced AI starts, I guess 3 is fine. Difficulty, I don't know if I want normal or hard. This is my first playthrough. I feel like hard might be a bad idea, although normal is the lowest difficulty. I don't really want to get wrecked. Let's go hard. Allowed FTL method any, FTL being faster than light, Iron Man mode off, and here we go. So it's going to generate the world. I'm pretty excited. This game has gotten a lot of praise, and yeah, now there's a lot of pop-ups here with information. I'm going to read some of them. I'm not going to read all of them, otherwise this will take absolutely forever. But we'll read this first part because it's kind of an introduction to our thing. Alright, how to get a drink of water. In the eons since the first primitive Xtermini communities took shape in the dense jungles of Fulci, our civilization has spread and prospered. The early chaotic periods of our history saw many nation-states vying with each other for power until we were at last united under the strongest of these. Only when guided by a single vision could we reach our full potential, and an era of stability and scientific progress followed. Now, after the successful creation of artificial subspace wormholes, the finest minds of the great Xtermini Imperium have finished construction of the first wormhole station at the edge of our system. The stars themselves are finally within our grasps. So here we go.
Imperial Majesty, I am Veer, a prototype synthetic intelligence, and very well, I will provide tips explaining only basic functions and tools as you explore them.
Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of a tutorial guy here. He's just going to pop up when we go over stuff for the first time, kind of for my benefit and yours. So here's our resources. We have our energy, our minerals, our influence, and then we have 3 science things here. It doesn't actually show you how much you have built up. This is how much you gain, essentially, I think, per month. And strategic resources, we don't have any. We have 1 directly controlled planet, and our naval capacity is 3. We have 3 ships. If we zoom down here, you can see here...
Military fleets are used to protect our emerging empire from...
Yeah, shut up. So we have 3 corvettes. That's our military fleet, strength 75. We have this dude, which is our space station. You can see it looks pretty awesome here. Actually looks really cool. We have a construction ship, a science ship. This is our home world here, Fulci. We have another big-ass planet here. Looks like Saturn or something. But this, okay, so here's the deal. This is why I did 400 stars. So this is our star, right? Boas Siende. I guess that's how it is. This is our star. We have these several little planets inside here. What, like 5 or 6 of them? Well, you can either access other stars by going out this way, but I find it's better if you just hit E. Okay, this is why. Each one of these is a star. Okay? There's 400 stars in here, alright? Each one of these is a star, and within each of that, you have all your planets, right? So there's essentially 400 of what we started with, which is actually a lot when you think about it. This right here, I think, is kind of our radius for our wormhole, I think. This is kind of our borders, this kind of reddish background color here. This ring here, I believe, is like our scan range, where we can see anything that enters it. Or maybe it's this one, I'm not sure. You can see here we have a little wormhole station. So we'll get into it here in just a second. Just want to explain the wormhole. How it works is you essentially have to go back and forth through a wormhole generator. So say I send a dude out, so if I have my wormhole
stations
thing.
are built on the outer rim of a system, molding minute tears in space-time into two-way portals to other stars. Ingenious.
Okay, so essentially I can use this to quickly go to another star, but when I leave that star, if I want to go to yet another star, I have to go back to my home system here where the generator is, and then go through the generator again to another one. Now we can build other generators in the future here, but that's just kind of how it works. So we have to always go through this to get to a new place. Okay, so there we go. So what we want to do to start out here, and we can do some stuff while we're paused, is I'm going to take our science ship.
This is our science ship, which is used to survey astronomical objects such as planets.
Okay, so essentially, like he said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here, and we can just survey it, right, this planet, but then it will stop. But we can tell it to survey system, and you can see it's going to survey every planet in our system. And what this is going to do is it's going to show us, you know, resources and all that good stuff. So we have different options here. Fleet stances, it's on evasive, which is fine. I'm actually put it on passive. I read something today that, like, evasive, what will happen is if it sees aliens, it'll just run away, which is normally good. But there's, like, non-harmful aliens too, and we don't want it running from everything. So, yeah. And let's just take a look here.
The government screen presents us with information regarding our empire and its government. Here we can see our ruler and any related effects.
And then he says here, separate tabs give a detailed overview of our budget, any policies that can be enacted, and information on the demographics of our nation. Okay, so we have our ruler here. And now this was random, these ruler traits. I did not set this. Science ship build cost minus 25%, anomaly research speed plus 33%, that's pretty good. Home in the sky, spaceport build cost minus 20%, spaceport module cost minus 20%. That's pretty damn good. And these are the things we chose. There's no heir to the throne, which is a little bit unfortunate. Now I can reform stuff apparently, which is interesting. Naval capacity 12. You can see modifiers here too. Base 5 from Pops 1 from Spaceport 6. Edicts, blah blah blah.
The budget tab tallies our empire's monthly income and expenses in energy credits. Here we can also track a variety of effects that influence our economy.
Alright, so essentially we're getting like 3 per month is what this is. So produced 11, expenses 7.79. We can see what's taking stuff.
The policies tab covers
Shut up.
policy.
Policy. Slavery allowed, of course. And we can change all this stuff, all these policies. I'm going to see if there's any we want to enact right away. Research speed. Research speed. Okay, I see what this does. No, we don't really want to focus. Physics research.
The technology screen
I'm going to kill you. Swear to God, man. Alright, so we have our different researchers here. We have physics, society, engineering. And if you played like EU4, you'll kind of be familiar with this system. So this guy is research speed plus 10%. And essentially each one gives plus 2%. That's why we have a plus 12% modifier. This guy gives plus 5%, and this guy gives plus 10%, which is pretty good. Alright, so in this one, we can research a physics lab, which produces extra research. We can unlock solar panel network, which I think gives us energy credits. We can unlock a mining or power plant here, which ooh, this guy actually produces. Oh, it's a maintenance, so we need these special resources. So I'm gonna start with this guy, and then we're on this one. We're going to planet food. I kind of want this naval capacity, but I think we want a colony ship so we can colonize other planets. This guy, I don't know why that's only 2%. Oh, that's for a specific thing. Okay, yeah. So this guy is research speed plus 10% for Voidcraft, which is like this. See how the symbols match? So we can get a defense platform far from a gravity well as a planetary body. Okay, so these are like defense, like kind of like forts, I guess we can build, which is pretty awesome actually. Engineering facility, unlock component fusion missiles. Ooh. Type explosive damage. I kind of want some of these, man. But this would be good. Let's start with this one because it's random. Like once we finish this, it's not like these two will be left. It's going to give us other ones. So I really kind of want this, to be honest with you. I'm going to start with that. It'll be faster because that's his focus. And yeah, we're going to unpause here and let our science ship do its thing. You can see here these are days, month, year. It is currently 2200. So yeah, like 184 years from present day. We have our ship stuff here. And yeah, so I'm actually going to bump this speed up a little bit in a second. Let's see, we can go
in the contact screen, we see a detailed list of all the various empires we have encountered. Their opinions of us are visible at a glance.
Okay, so we can see...
We have found an anomaly.
Oh,
from time to time, our science ships will discover strange things while surveying worlds. These can be researched by scientists, but be certain their skills are up to the task.
Crown is a new heir to our empire and will take the throne when our current ruler dies. Oh, sweet. Alright, so... level 1. Level of an anomaly affects the failure risk. If scientist skill level is higher, then the risk failure is reduced and vice versa. Okay, so we have a no-fail risk. What I'm going to do is actually research this guy here after he's done surveying this planet. Because we can get good stuff from that. So this shows the people we've encountered, so on and so forth.
All the ships in use within our empire.
Go away. I'm going to kill you, you stupid ass. Well, there's some stuff I'd like to know. So a corvette is our combat ships. We have science ships, transport ships, which I don't really know what transport ships even do. So we have our science ship, our construction ship, and our corvettes here. There's not much customization we can do at the moment. We don't really have very much unlocked, I'm afraid. Yeah, so what can we do here? New heir. Screw you, game. Empire.
The Empire screen lists the planets of our empire, with leaders and the different factions in separate tabs. It also lets us create and manage sectors.
Sweet. Alright, so Tropical World, this shows we produce 9 and consume that much. It's a size 16, which I'll go into in a second. That's how much we're producing. Empire module slot. Empty and open to further expansion of the spaceport. Very nice. How did I get back to... Okay, air. Let's look at this dude. So this dude, age 30, how old? You age 45. Okay, so this guy has this trait that we already have, and then food plus 10, which is good. Anomaly, Boris Siend Illa turned out to be a natural geometrical formation. It also looks like a marker showing the way forward. The natural beauty of the universe can be quite astonishing. We should continue to investigate these sorts of anomalies whenever we get the chance. Astonishing. Sweet. Okay, so there's that. Now, he should continue on his path here. Now, if we click on our home world...
This is our home world and the capital
Shut
of
up. Happiness, construction time. If we look at...
Here we see a visual representation of this planet's surface, divided into tiles.
Okay, the only reason I'm leaving this on is because there's some stuff I don't know that I'd like to know. So essentially, this is where we can like determine on each planet how our resources are divided up, or not like how stuff. So you can see this kind of transparent thing that shows there's a population growing there, and we do have a growth rate, which is good. And you can see like he's producing energy credits. So is this guy. Adjacent effect. Mineral output +1, food output +1, energy credits +1. Okay, so this tile here is our main tile, and what it does is it affects the output of the 4 tiles around it. Now we could build buildings and stuff here. We don't have anything really. I mean, this guy produces 3 of each.
Some buildings may cause a...
I mean, we could do like, we could get more minerals. planetary administration. Yeah, so I mean I could change stuff, but I think we're okay right now, getting 7 minerals a month, pretty good. Now if we want to clear some of this stuff, like you can see these are stopping us. Like for example, if we want more energy credits, this will take some stuff here, and we don't actually have that many things. So let's see, we did actually find some good stuff here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our construction dude,
construction ship,
and we're going to click here, and we're going to build a mining station. Wait, what? Oh, right. We're going to build a mining station here to get these energy credits, which we're going to need. That's essentially kind of your money. And there's more energy credits there and there. I would really like some minerals though. God damn it, game, give me some minerals. So once he's done there, we might build some here. There's what, like 1 planet left to survey? 2, actually. Alrighty. And yeah, if we go to this dude,
the Spaceport tab is where we view orbiting fleets.
So we can like add a module. There's nothing to add at the moment.
This is where we manage all ground forces on this planet. The upper portion of this view is divided into 3 sections. The top section represents the orbital space above the planet. The middle section is the atmosphere, and the bottom section is the surface.
Oh, I see that. Okay, yeah. So that'll kind of show us what's here. Limited. Okay, so we can do that anyway. Recruit armies. Interesting. Spaceport. Okay, so we can like build.
System survey complete.
We can like build more corvettes if we want. I really want to save up my minerals, but looks like we don't have shit. We have nothing here, man. Frozen world. So it's not very habitable. How about this dude? Gas giant. Habitability 0. Toxic world. Oh dear. Gas. Okay, so this is actually bad. We don't really have anything habitable here, unfortunately. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to jump out here, and we're going to have you go survey this system. Okay. And now that you got that, so we got energy credits coming in. Let's take our construction ship and have you go here and build another mining station. We don't have much to do with our minerals right this minute. Let's look here. So it's still at least 2 years on everything. Complete order finished. Completed the construction. Thank you. System surveyed. Sweet. Okay, so essentially, as soon as we get a little more mineral income, we're gonna start conquering everything, man. We're gonna go in and we're gonna find anything conquerable here, and we're just gonna wipe it out. We're gonna be complete military, no mercy, nothing. I think it's gonna be pretty fun. Alright, so it says potentially habitable. We have a barren world, molten, tropical. So we have a tropical world here, which is actually really large. That's really quite huge. Habitability, not sure, but it is tropical. So yeah. And same with that one. But we're getting some minerals here. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to actually build another Corvette here. Need that military missile defense module. Alrighty. Spaceport mod. Oh, this is nice. Sweet. Okay. Oh, mass extinction. This should be interesting. Might end the video after this. This is going to be a long read. For Xtermini future. Our first stumbling steps into the void beyond Fulci were not motivated solely by curiosity or desire to conquer the unknown, or a need to leave our mark on the galaxy. The biosphere of Fulci has undergone rapid changes in the past few centuries, and prominent scientists warn that Fulci may be faced with the beginning of a mass extinction event. That cyclical purging of life that is inseparable from planetary existence in the greater cosmos. A research plan has been put together to study a number of planets rendered uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. We hope that by reconstructing these events, a similar fate may be avoided for Fulci and the Xtermini race. It falls to you as Emperor of the Great Xtermini Imperium to ensure that this expectation is carried out. Expedition, not expectation. Consult the situation log for details.
Situation log updated. The situation log displays a list of all currently available special projects and various other points of interest. New items will likely appear.
Okay, so to avoid potential, we essentially have to survey each of these. I don't really understand what... Ooh, our leader gained a level, hell yeah. Anomaly research speed plus 35%, very nice. I don't really understand what this does. I don't... What?
Anomaly found.
Mass extinctions reconstructed. What? To avoid potential apocalypse on... We'll see, we study the effects of major communities. No, what?
Construction complete.
I don't know if this is gonna like break something by me doing this, I don't know. Spaceport of Fulci. Okay, sweet. There's significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, the mass rifts look almost like rifting. There is a 22% the fuck? Failure rate, so that's not good.
System survey complete.
I don't really want to... Wait, base... let's try it, I guess. Okay, so...
Mining stations are used to extract the minerals and strategic resources of the object they orbit.
Sweet, okay. So, okay, we finished our thing there. Let me go to our system over here. Let's see, okay, so we're looking at that anomaly. Now, is there anything potentially habitable here? Molten, barren, toxic. Man, this planet sucks. There's no resources or anything. This system, I mean. Alright, so this dude's gonna survey our anomaly here. And then we'll send him on his way to another system survey. I know it's a little bit of a slow start. I think that's the case with pretty much anything. Once we can start colonizing and some of our research finishes, I think it should be a lot more action-packed. Once we find some aliens, they're definitely out there, man. There's definitely some aliens out there that we're gonna run into. Anomaly. If this fails, I'm gonna throw something. I mean, it's a pretty high chance of failing, actually. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Tau Cygni 1. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story my brain destroyed. Story chronicling the difficult life on alien mercenary. Fascinating. Okay, so oh, this guy does give us some science, actually. I wonder if we want to do something about that, maybe. Okay, now this guy has a habitable world here. Potential, I should say. Let's have you survey that. See, so for the wormhole, he has to go back to our... As I'm pointing at the screen, yeah, that's going to help. As we go back to our main world here, he has to jump back and then go that way. So, how's our... I don't know how our leader gains experience. I guess just by being there. The Great Xtermini Imperium is abuzz with news of the alien remnant studied by the distro Athakeen Ni. These leavings are considered definitive proof of intelligence, purposeful alien activity at some point in the past. We may still be alone now, blah blah blah. Okay. Look at research, how's that going? Pretty good. I think I'm going to end this video here. I'm probably at like, God knows how long. Way longer than I should be, probably. Okay, so we have our fleets here. What I like is auto combined, which is pretty nice. We need more minerals. We need to find some damn mineral places, but I can't seem to. We are getting a lot of energy credits. Hopefully there's minerals on one of these other system planets. But for now, oh, there's our wormhole generator firing up. You can see here. Something bad just happened. Alright, well, he's heading in there. Anyway, there we go, guys. I think that's going to be it. I really look forward to the future of this playthrough. I think we're going to have a lot of fun once we can start, warring people and destroying everything in our path. But I believe that's going to be it. I do hope you enjoyed, and with this being the first video in the series, I would really appreciate hitting that like button so more people can find it and such. But I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care, guys.